Allison Gens joins us live in Dayton with what DPD is saying about the cause of these officers leaving. Allison.
John Brooke, the Dayton Police Department has already had 23 officers leave since January. Xenia Police just released new information moments ago about one of the shootings. Police say that 2 teens were arrested for one of the shootings on Alabama Drive. The cows are moving in at the Clark County Fairgrounds, and all jokes aside, even the animals don't like the heat, and that's why families are bringing them in the evening. They are in shock after what happened last night, especially because it happened to a police officer who is well known and well loved in the community. It was a full house at Milano's on Brown Street tonight. Every seat was taken by Bengals fans and even a few Titans fans. If there was one thing that you want to say to the community right now, what would that be?
Thank you.
This is the incident report and emails that we received through a public records request. And Montgomery County also brought along their mobile workforce unit, which helps connect people directly in their community with job services, resume help, and other resources.
2 News reporter Allison Gens is live outside Miami Valley Hospital. Allison, you've been speaking with people who know Officer Ney. How are they reacting to this incident?
Brooke, the community members I spoke with today say that they are in shock after what happened last night, especially because it happened to a police officer who is well known and well loved in the community.
Just trying to keep a good neighborhood and safe. And I was in shock when I heard that one had been shot and severely wounded like that.
Owner of Dad's Guns and Golf Carts, Stephen Bond, says his shop has always had a close relationship with the officers at the Clear Creek Township Police Department.
Being in Clear Creek here is a pretty tight-knit community, and most of the police officers come in here one time or another. And you know, we love our police officers. We hate to think of anything happening to them.
Officer Eric Ney has been on the Clear Creek Township Police Force for around 14 years. Game Day Grill and Patio owner Tim Barrett says he and his staff knew Officer Ney well. It hit close to home when they found out he was injured in line of duty.
Always a smile on his face and always helpful to everyone. He's just an all-around great person, and he has helped me and my business out with multiple things over the years, and just always very helpful.
And now community members say their thoughts are with Officer Ney, his family, and his fellow officers.
Lots of prayers coming from Game Day to the Ney family and all Clear Creek Township officers.
My heart goes out to them. Never expected to see anything like that happen in a nice neighborhood like this. We wish them the best speedy recovery.
The Clear Creek Township Police Department plans to hold a news conference tomorrow afternoon at 2 to release more information and details on what led to Officer Ney getting shot. Live in Dayton, Allison Gens, 2 News, working for you.
Food prices are up everywhere, but could restaurants be offering a better value than the grocery store?
We reported earlier this week that the inflationary gap between dining out and cooking at home is the widest that it has been since the 70s. 2 News reporter Allison Gens is live with us in the studio, taking a look at what this means in the Miami Valley. Allison.
John Brooke, restaurant owners I talked to are doing all they can to avoid passing higher food costs on to you. But unfortunately for families who can't go without groceries, there's not much they can do to keep costs down.
For us, actually pretty rough.
Rachel Ross is a mother of 2. She says she used to spend $250 every other week on groceries. Now her spending has more than doubled.
My grocery shopping hasn't changed at all. The things that I need hasn't changed at all, and you're looking at like $375 for like a week.
On the other side of that, some are finding they're saving money and time by eating at their favorite restaurants instead.
Sometimes it is cheaper just to pick up something to take home rather than go home and make it, especially by the time you spend the time doing it.
And there is some data to back that. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices increased 13% year over year in July. In comparison, restaurant prices are up 7.6% since last July. That's happening even though restaurant owners are reporting record food costs.
Items like cheese, dairy, eggs, they've doubled in prices in some cases.
Liz Valenti is a chef and partner at Wheat Penny and Meadowlark and serves on the board for the Ohio Restaurant Association. Valenti says restaurant owners are getting creative, a lesson they learned to stay afloat during the pandemic.
It's hard in an Italian restaurant not to have tomatoes and cheese, but what we have done is we're making as much cheese as we can in-house. So we're making our mozzarella, we're making our ricotta. The other thing is we've started to look at other suppliers.
Valenti says they've been raising menu prices incrementally, but customers have been understanding.
I can't expect to go to the same restaurant and pay the same thing I was paying 3 years ago.
The National Restaurant Association reports that restaurant sales overall are up from a year ago, but if adjusted for inflation, real sales have declined in both June and July. In the studio, Allison Gens, 2 News, working for you.
We start with the Huber Heights boy who captured our hearts since he began his journey to get a heart transplant. Tonight, Super Sammy was honored at the Wayne High School football game. 2 News reporter Allison Gens takes us to the field to share what today meant to Sammy and to his family.
4-year-old Sammy Jones was given the nickname Superman Sammy when he started on his journey to get a new heart in 2018. He got a new title Friday night of honorary captain of the Wayne Warriors football team. Go, Wayne, go! At 4 years old, Super Sammy is already a football superstar.
He's been excited about it all week, talking about it's time to go to the football game yet?
He's even got his spiral pass down.
He's got an arm, doesn't he? I think it's just through repetition.
At Wayne High School's Friday night football game, Sammy was designated honorary captain by the team.
Kids are very resilient, you know, we know that, and for him to have the warrior spirit and continue to just, you know, push through the adversity that he's faced, it just shows you what type of family he comes from and what type of young man he is.
Sammy got to go out onto the field for the coin toss and then run with the team from the 50-yard line to the end zone, scoring a touchdown. For Sammy, it's been a year of victories. Sammy was born with a rare heart defect. He's been in and out of the hospital for years, finally getting his new heart in April. After his heart transplant, he returned home to Huber Heights in June. His family says things are slowly starting to feel like normal. He even started preschool this fall.
Constantly progressing medically, going to the hospital in Cincinnati less and less, and doing more fun things, hanging out around the house and stuff like this. Coming out to a football game is just a true blessing.
Sammy is also a big fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. He'll be heading to Cincinnati next month to watch a game and meet the team. In Huber Heights, Allison Gens, 2 News, working for you.